everybody. Welcome back. This is Deborah McKenzie, your TV host with the McKenzie Network. We are so happy to have you back. We have a great lineup today for you. This has been a mini-series, 4-week mini-series we've been doing called Careers from Home. And the topic has been on entrepreneurs from startup to season. So we're dealing with anything from that person that had that dream that left corporate America that wants to get their business going, to somebody that buys and sells companies, to people that are just starting at home, maybe wanting to start a home-based business. So today, what I've done is I've chosen to pick a home-based business that is in the multi-level marketing industry, also known as MLM. I really researched because there's so many companies out there. So I was looking for a company that was pretty, that's solid, that has a good background. I was looking for something that, let's just be real. I want to see the mom that out there that has 3 kids, that is single, make some money and learn how to grow a successful business. Whether you choose to do something in the network marketing industry, or you just choose to take these skills and apply them to your business, I feel that you will find that this show will be very helpful and support you with whatever your business is and wherever you're going. So my first guest up here is a gentleman. He is out of Kentucky, and I love his accent because it's just, I could listen to it all day. He's just so calming and relaxed. So, I love getting people from different areas to speak on the McKenzie Network. So this is Mr. Austin Zulauf, and a little bit about him and his background. He actually began the direct selling profession in 2002. He's been the #1 earner in 3 separate companies. He's helped retire countless families. He's a published author. And also, this is what I really love. He has built a team of over 34,000 paid members in 1 year. He's become a sought after trainer. He spoke on many stages. He's international, and he's documented and as a 7-figure income earner. So no matter what your business is or what you're looking, we definitely have something to learn from this gentleman. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Austin, would love to ask you just a few questions. Tell us a little bit about the network marketing industry. We would love to hear your perspective on it and how you got started in it.
Yeah, for sure, Deborah. I appreciate the kind words and, great question. First of all, folks, if you don't know Deborah McKenzie super well, you should probably take the time to get to know her. She's doing all sorts of incredible things, but also doing all the right things to not only be a leader in this company, but a leader in this profession. And I really feel blessed to call her a friend for sure. So with me in the network marketing profession, I got involved a little bit over a decade ago. And I kind of had unrealistic expectations because the guys that came and introduced it to me pulled up in a black on black Range Rover with 22s. And I drove an Oldsmobile death trap to the Starbucks that we were meeting at. It was illegal in like half a dozen different ways. I didn't have insurance, illegal tent. I was super broke. Right. I was like BROK and the E was on layaway. And so I was really just looking for something, I was looking for something and I didn't know what I was looking for. And I think the network marketing profession is one of the most misunderstood professions out there because not everybody treats it as a profession. They treat it as a hobby, and hobbies cost money. And so I've taken a little bit of a different approach to it because I needed something to get me out of the situation that I was in, working 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week in a factory, being a paycheck, not a parent. And with me personally, I took a different approach to it. I invested every bit of time, money, and energy that I could into learning the profession and learning how to do it as a professional. And I think that if everyone approached it that way, and they understand that you got to stick and stay, right? Stick with it, stay in the activities, and do it the right way. And if people approached it from that standpoint, I think that, more people are starting to. I do have to give the community credit. if more people approached it from that standpoint, people would look at this profession on the same level as doctors, attorneys, things of that nature. Because one of my closest friends, Jason, over in California, in network marketing, he makes, at the height of his build anyway, he made about $1.8 million a month, which is a lot of money if you think about it, right? But it's really more about, like Deborah said, the single mom with 3 kids who's just looking to make ends meet. And she has a vehicle now where she can make an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month to pay the bills, give the company some breathing room, or give the family some breathing room, some lifestyle. That's really what it's more about. Or the disabled veteran that needs that community, that culture, that uplifting, supportive group, that positive group of people. So I think that that's really more what it's supposed to be about, where you can work full time on your job while you work part time on your fortune, as they call it, and that can give you some options. So I think that's really what it's more about than the yachts and the private jets and all that sort of stuff, Deborah, for sure.
Right, exactly. And I believe that, the profession has definitely, somebody knows somebody in the industry, or they've dived into it. And I know myself, I've been in, I was thinking about this morning when I was working out. One of the biggest assets of being in this industry is that you have a chance to have tax write-offs that are huge, that can be huge for your company. So you don't even have to go in and start a C Corp or an LLC or an S Corp. You can actually go in and just receive a 1099 and have your own business as self-employed. Even the government gives out grants. They give out money for people to get their businesses going. So if you're somebody who, you've got those couple jobs, or maybe you are just an all-star and you've been in many of these companies and been very successful, especially right now when it's this time of year, October, November, we're starting to think, oh, our taxes are coming up soon and we're going to need some write-offs and things. So this is something I've done for, always dabbled in a couple here and there, some very successful ones I've done, but the biggest one was my savings on taxes. I mean, wow, it's amazing all the tax breaks that you can get. My tax person used to tell me, he used to say, Deborah, I tell everybody about you that they need to get in some type of business because their taxes are they're paying so much. So it's a great way for you to see how that is. It's also a great way for you to be able to go in and learn leadership skills and learn business skills. Also, community, and you never know who you're going to meet, because most of the people that are in these companies are business professionals that know the value of having an extra stream of income. So what I'd like to do now, Austin, is thank you for explaining all that to us. Now, what I'd like to do is find out, what company is this that you chose to go to right now? Why this company, and what is the growth expectancy? What are the products about, and why would somebody want to join arms with this company?
Yeah, for sure. So before I mentioned that, you mentioned something that I just want to capitalize on. We have a tax professional in our organization. She sits down and explains to every single person the amount of money that they're missing out on by not owning a home-based business, and enrolls almost everybody, because she says on average, people are missing out on about $500 or $600 a month by not having a home-based business. For me, everything in my life comes out of my business account and is written off. I mean, everything. Doesn't matter what it is. It's pretty much a write-off, and I just turn over my bank statement to my business account, to my CPA. And, that's all that I do. I don't need to keep everything all together. So that's a very, very good point. I think a lot of people gloss over. So,
yeah.
The company that I partnered with. So in 2018, I retired from the field as the #1 income earner of the company I've been building the past few years, just to train and coach network marketers how to build successful and sustainable organizations. That's my passion, seeing those that I've taught succeed. And I really started to miss that team atmosphere. And so I started to look at different companies out there, and I was in a contract with another company at the time when my best friend in the world Costa Guerra launched a company called Vlavida. It's a biohacking company with nootropic formulations. And I was like infuriated because I wanted to be part of it when he launched it because it was perfect for me. But I was in a contract. So as soon as I could get out of that contract, I did. And I came over and took a field position to just build like everybody else. One of my favorite movies is Limitless with Bradley Cooper. And the first product that they launched was based off of NZT, right? So you take it and there's this incredible energy that washes over you and you just feel dialed in and alert in a way that's hard to describe. And stage 2 and 3 of the formulation is proven to enhance every aspect of your brain performance, everything from creativity to memory, focus and concentration to overall mood enhancement, which I think a lot of people really need nowadays. And as someone that suffered from anxiety disorder my whole life, and anxiety sometimes can be debilitating, that was a formulation that was not just everything that I thought it would be, but it really exceeded my wildest expectations. It's like taking, liquid motivation, and you really do. You feel this energy, you feel good, you actually feel like doing stuff. And my favorite flavor is the caramel macchiato, and it is every bit of delicious as it sounds. But it's just this cool snap pack. You just snap it in half in your mouth, squirt it in your mouth. I've already had 2 today, so I'm not gonna take a third one. But so that was the first formulation that they rolled out. And honestly, they could have built a whole company around that. But they rolled out another one called Sleem, which is the Sleep and Slim formulation. And weight management is really big. For me, it's not so big. I'm a chronic insomniac though. And so this product, this formulation is the only thing that's really helped me to get a good night's rest. And if you know any insomniacs out there, that also can be debilitating. When you get 2 or 3 hours sleep in a night, or if you're lucky, and you get up the next day, I mean, it can take you out of the game. You don't feel like doing anything. Your anxiety is also through the roof. And my motivation would just be crushed. But whenever I take that, it helps to balance the serotonin levels in my brain, which is the neurotransmitter responsible for happiness and joy. It helps me to get to sleep, stay asleep, wake up, and it also is a detox. It's so cool how it works. It triggers a hormone in your body that helps your body to regulate body mass. So if you need to lose weight, it helps you lose weight while you sleep, and it helps you to build lean muscle while you sleep. And so that's a really neat formulation that I'm very appreciative of, because a good night's sleep means a lot to me, especially when I'm trying to do as much as I do. And then the third formulation they rolled out, we call our time reverser, called Youth. It's a functional collagen product with 3 grams of the highest quality collagen out there. Yeah, that green stuff right there. And so it's a gel delivery system, right, in the Snap Pack technology. So if you're taking any sort of collagens that are powders or anything like that, it's really more of a waste. This right here gives you more absorption, tastes amazing, but it's not just 3 grams of high quality collagen. There's 2 other ingredients, one called S7, which is proven to boost nitric oxide production in the bloodstream by over 200%, which is incredible for heart health. It's great for libido. It's really good for a lot of stuff. And NMN, which is why we call it our time reverser. So imagine something that literally turns back the hands of time on the genetic precursors that cause you to age physically and mentally. It's a very expensive ingredient to have. They don't spare any expense whenever it comes to making an impact on people's lives, physically and mentally. But the NMN is actually the reason why we call it our time reverser. So it's great for muscle strength, tone, and endurance. It's great for helping fighting oxidative stress. It's great for your immune system. So the Youth product is now becoming our fastest seller, even though Sleem is kind of our #1 seller right now, which I can't imagine Brain Reimagine not being the top seller in any company. But we've got something coming out January of 22 that's also going to change everything. Very exciting. As far as the opportunity behind Vlavida, I mean, we've got stay-at-home moms right now and people that have never done anything in the network marketing space. that are making staggering incomes because people actually want what we have. It's not just another protein shake or vitamin, or it's all impact products with a wow factor. And people try them, they get results, and they want to keep getting the results. They want to keep feeling great. They want to keep reordering, and they do. And so we've got, I think now, like a 7-to-1 customer to member ratio. So we've got 7 times more people that are on the formulations with no opportunity behind it than the people that are actually looking for an opportunity. But it's neat.
I would like to just add in on that. So when I saw this product, I was at an event down in San Diego, and I was told, try this product, go in, take a picture of your face, and then the next day, take another picture of your face in the morning. So I did this, and I'm thinking in my mind, whatever, this really gonna, whatever's gonna happen, I woke up and I was jumping up and down. I was so excited because you know what? I finally found something that somebody said, hey, you know what? This really does work overnight. So this is the product that really stood out to me. And I've been using the brain food for the last couple of weeks. I noticed my energy has increased. My sleep is better. So as far as the products go, I love it because this is one thing I love about it. It's 3 products. And it's easy to explain. It's not difficult. So you're not having to carry around a whole kit of products with you and pack a bunch of stuff in your car like I've done with other companies. So I just wanted to bring that piece up. I'd like to also talk a little bit about how many countries that you guys are in. How old is the company? And what makes this company, as far as the structure of the company? Those of you that aren't seasoned, please bear with us on this, but you will get some education. Those are seasoned will understand this lingo. So if you wouldn't mind explaining that.
Yeah, sure. So we are a global company. We're in 33 different countries. We're in Europe, the UK, Japan, all of North America, including Canada and Mexico. And we're quickly expanding into some different Asian and Latin American countries, and possibly Australia here soon as well. So we do have our eye on global expansion. As far as how it's different, though, it's different in many different ways. So we're the first company in network marketing history to have free shipping worldwide.
Wow.
We are directly competing with Amazon. That's our mark. We're the first company in network marketing history to own every aspect of their company. No other network marketing company has ever done that. They always have a third-party vendor of some sort. We own the shipping company. We own the manufacturing. We have a customer service headquarters we own that. We needed a mobile app company. We bought one and owned that. We even own the bank that the merchant processors are based out of. So we own every aspect of the company. It's remarkably solid. So there's lots of different ways that we are different. We don't compete with the other network marketing companies. We are really looking to be the Louis Vuitton, the platinum standard of excellence whenever it comes to formulations, whenever it comes to opportunity, when it comes to customer service, every touch point for the members and customers. So we really take pride in being different.
Okay. And I was hearing something about possibly a lot of companies don't offer this. Well, I don't know if anybody does actually, but when you've been with the company so long, there's an option that they possibly can have a retirement.
Yeah, it's not possibly. It's in black and white. So we're also the first company in network marketing history to offer a retirement plan. So whenever someone's with our company for 5 years, then after 5 years and 1 day, we take away the activity requirements and any purchase requirements or just anything, and we continue to pay them at that rank that they have established. So after 5 years, someone should be able to, realistically, if you are not very good and you are just consistent and showing up, putting 2 or 3 people in front of the information per day, 5 or 6 days a week, after 5 years, you should be sitting on a multiple 6-figure income. It's just how things work. The compound effect. I always say 3 people a day, 7 days a week. That's 21 people a week, like 546 per every 6 months, I think, close to 1,100 a year. Industry average is 1 in 10 join on the initial follow-up. That means over a year, you've personally sponsored 110 or more. And you've also set a great example for your organization that you've brought in, because they're going to do what you do, not what you say do. So in 5 years, if you're just consistent and you're really bad, you're still going to be doing pretty doggone good.
That's great. That's great. Another thing that comes up, and I like to talk about this on these shows, is because we did have an experience with COVID, and it was, we were locked down, and today I was thinking, who was the biggest impact? Well, maybe it's just because I like to get my hair done and my facials and stuff and my nails. How many of us ladies weren't able to get our nails done and our roots were like down to here, or get facials? But I'm thinking professions like that, especially like the estheticians with a collagen product base and things like this, what could they possibly do and make just to have that product on their shelf? And that's all they did, was just sell the product off their shelf. Is there a program in place for this, something like that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So whenever people say who was impacted the most by COVID, your mind automatically goes to someplace like who was hurt the most. I think that honestly, and I don't want to sound boastful or anything like that, but I think that the network marketing profession was impacted the most, because now more people are open to working from home than ever before. They're very open. Yeah, they're very open to a side income or a backup plan. I mean, you buy a brand new Mercedes, it comes with 4 tires, but they still throw a spare in the back, so I mean, it makes sense to have a plan B. And I think more people now more than ever are aware of the importance of having a plan B. So I think we were actually the ones that were affected the most, because business is better than it's ever been. And it's actually a little bit easier to build because more people are open to it. But to kind of go to who was affected the worst, I think you're right. Estheticians and people in similar spaces were probably affected, some of the worst. And, we've got the ability to have, and we've got gym owners, doctors, different people that have retail storefronts that are buying the product in bulk and putting it on, because you get a discount. You get up to a 30% discount for buying in bulk. And they're putting it on their shelves, and, they're getting customers. But what's also very powerful about that is not only do you make the initial difference between wholesale and retail, but they're going to come back, and so you're going to get a customer every single month, if not someone who's open to building a business. And whenever you have someone that is open to building a business, you teach a few to get a few, and it just compounds from there. So yeah, there's definitely an income opportunity. We've got lots of people that, that are in, beauty and, barbers and, that sort of profession, that are supplementing their income with an extra 1,000 or 2 per month. But we've also got some people that are making some hellacious incomes. I hate to even say how much, because it's hard to imagine. Whenever someone's making X amount of dollars per year, and then you've got people making that per week from home and having fun doing so, it can be pretty mind blowing.
And also with you being at home, I love to talk about, because maybe it's just, I don't want this to all be business, but I would like to find out, I know that I believe you're married and you have, kids, I believe. Yeah. How has that actually made a difference in the value system with your family? And are there any tips that you could possibly give us? I used to take my girls with me, and I forget what company it was, but it was a glass crystal company. And I used to take them with me, and they were making stuff, and they were like little entrepreneurs at the time, and figuring out how much we got in sales from our show and stuff. Have you noticed anything, what family dynamics or what do you see that has really impacted your life with this business and your family?
Yeah, that's actually a really, really good question. Whenever I first started off in the network marketing profession, I was working in a factory, 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, 4:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. And my wife did not support me whenever I first got involved in network marketing. I was one of those things, and she was not supportive. It wasn't until I was making about $5,000 a week pretty consistently that she was like, okay, you know, keep doing it. And then $10,000 a week, she was like, all right. And whenever I got to $20,000 a week, she would actually pack my bags for me if I needed to go out of town.
Ah,
Really cool. Not even an understatement, because she's actually way better at packing bags than I am. I just kind of throw it in there, and is like Tetris with her. And, and so, you know, it definitely was different once we started seeing some significant success consistently. But with my kids, I've got an 11-year-old son and a daughter that's about to be 15. There's lots of things that we've been able to do that most families can't. I'm the dad that's waiting in car line, you know, with the kids to pick the kids up from school. They don't ride the bus. You know, I'm the dad that's at all the sporting events, you know, karate. You know, we've been able to do a lot. And then I think one of the most rewarding things was whenever my son was graduating from kindergarten, they passed a microphone around to all the kids and said, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? And, you know, one person, I want to be a fireman. One little girl, I want to be a princess. They passed the mic to my son. He said, and I quote, I want to be a network marketer like my daddy. And I sobbed. I was catching a flight to Dallas later that afternoon. And I was in the restaurant in Lexington, Kentucky, crying. The server asked me why. I told her, and I showed her a note that my son wrote me. She was crying. So it was pretty great. But that's one of the most rewarding things is I've been able to be present. The income obviously has afforded us the ability to live an incredible lifestyle. I retired my mom several years ago from a 6-figure career. And, you know, so the lifestyle has been amazing, and we've been able to help a lot of people. And network marketing is just personal development with a compensation plan. And the people that you meet and the person you become along the way is really one of the most valuable things. And my children, they've gotten a chance to see that and see daddy on stage, and they've gotten a chance to see that. And so their minds are open more to the right types of things, helping others, giving back, and just being a good human.
that's great. That's great. And I can only imagine the stories and the people that are just so thankful that you've come into their life and you took that chance. You jumped out there. You said, I'm going to make this work. I'm sure you fell down a few times and had to get back up and
fell down thousands of times. And, you know, I've got stories out the yin yang, Deborah. I'm a story collector. I love the stories. That's another thing. I've got so many good stories of people that, you know, we've been able to help thanks to this profession. Yes, absolutely.
Well, I am just so grateful that you were able to make the time today. So we're going to go ahead and close this episode today. The one thing I want to leave for everybody is don't forget we always have a special. We always have something on the McKinsey Network website. And so today I was asking, well, what could we do as a special for those that come on that want to check out the opportunity or just come on and be a customer and try the products? And we had said what we were saying, if you would like to become a customer, we would give them what kind of a discount?
Yeah, there's actually a way that we can give them a 25% discount if they want to reach out, and we can get a promo code for them to get a 25% off trying any of the products. So definitely reach out, and we'll get you taken care of.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And you guys, again, I've looked at different companies. I have experience in this industry, and I just felt this was an important company. And just to have a superstar like this give us some tips, no matter what industry you are, if you are in other multi-level marketing companies, I sure hope you got some skills from this, because that's the real goal, is that we all help each other succeed in cooperation and collaboration. We're not trying to kick the girl off the ladder or the guy off the ladder to get ahead, but we all work together and we want to see everybody win. So I'm going to sign off, but don't forget what our main saying is: every connection creates an impact. Thank you and have a good one. We'll see you next time.